guys, it's Rob Anderson with Dollar Moves. I'd like to welcome you to another video. So today I decided to do the lifestyle business and take the day off, sort of, and go to the coast. I am just here. I was checking on a few different things I got going on out here. And also I'm actually going to be writing a book very soon here, and so I wanted to get away and just kind of throw out an outline. And anyway, if you guys are interested in that, the book will be at it's robsnewbook.com. Will take you to a place where you can give me your email and I will contact you as I'm putting it out, or if I have questions or any new things I'm doing with that. So again, robsnewbook.com will take you right to that, and I'll also be letting you guys know through the newsletter when that's going on. But yeah, I didn't want to make a video today in the studio and do all that stuff, so I thought, you know, I'm already out driving around, I'll just turn on the camera and go ahead and talk to you guys then. So what I want to talk to you about today is going to also be about books. I just thought, you know, with the last video that I made called "Is Book Selling on Amazon Dead?" 2016, I thought I would go ahead. You know, I haven't talked about books in a long time, and so I wanted to make a video for you guys where I just kind of talk about like what I look for in books. Like if you're out sourcing books, what to look for, how do I figure out what books to buy, etc. So get your pens and pencils ready, and I will do my best to just kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for when I am buying books. So the first thing that I'm going to look for when I'm buying books is I like to buy the books that are nonfiction. Meaning they're going to be more of the books that are like textbooks, books about hobbies, books about like teaching people how to do something or something like that. Things that are very niche I like to get into. Like I've had a sewing dog hair for one time. Like my brother actually got that book, and then he sold it for like $80 or something. So before you laugh, like it's crazy. And then I found that book, and then I actually saw that Brian had seen that book too, and it's funny. So yeah, knitting dog hair, like who would have thought? But there's different books for people that are really niched out. And the crazier the books it seems to be, the better. Like I've had a book about nuclear, gosh, what was it? There was some really weird nuclear something and green or something like that. Like green is good, like, you know, about the environment and stuff like that. So anyway, nonfiction has been super great for me. It's really where I stay. So that's one of the first places I'll look. If I go to a place and I'm looking for books, I'm going to be looking for the nonfiction type of books. Now I'm going through a tunnel here. Ooh. But anyway, another thing though too is that there are some people that sell the children's books, I have friends that make a killing on that make a killing on the fantasy type books and things like that. So, you know, you really got to just kind of learn what you're into, and if you have a certain knowledge about a certain type of book, obviously go for that. But for me, the first thing I do is going to be non-fiction type of books. The second thing that I'm looking for is I'm going to be looking at the rank of the book, the sales rank on Amazon. Now, before I tell you about sales rank, I just want to let you know that sales rank is just a snapshot in time. It doesn't mean that it's an absolute for sure thing, but we just have to have an idea of what, you know, when we're going out and looking for books, we need to have an idea of what to look for. So again, sales rank is very much just a snapshot in time. You could have a book that you buy that's a million rank, that two people buy it, and all of a sudden it's down to 300,000 or less in the exact same day, because sales rank just tells you an idea of the velocity, how often a book or product is being sold. So again, you have to take sales rank with a grain of salt, because there's books that I've bought that are way outside of my range that I've sold instantly because it's not available. There's not people that have it. And so once it went in, someone must have had something that told them, hey, watch out for this book, and as soon as it goes in, I'm going to buy it, you know. So again, Sells Rank, it's just a snapshot in time, but we need something to look at when we're deciding what to buy. So for me, I like to be $1 million and under in Sells Rank, preferably 500,000 and under, and these are books with the price that is going to be selling for $15 and up. For me, that's my thing. You're going to find other people that do it a different way. That's fine. My average book is costing me $1.25 to $2.50-ish, $3, somewhere in there. So for me, I want to sell a book that's going to be at least $15 and up. So now, if a book scans and it's worth, you know, $50 and more, depending on what the book is, I will sell it for, you know, or I will buy a book that is $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, depending on if the value is high and the rank is higher. I can sit on a book and let it sit in Amazon and be totally good with that. So you really have to keep that in perspective. And also, like I said before, the Sells Rank is a snapshot in time, so they can be skewed. I might buy a book that's, you know, say textbooks, in a time when textbooks are not selling really well, for $1.5 million rank, 1,500,000, because it's a time that's totally not textbook season. But when textbook season happens, all this, you know, there's a big demand for these books, so the ranks come way down, and all of a sudden that book could be 100,000, 30,000, you know, somewhere in there. So you really have to get out there and just scan. But so to give you an idea, that's really what I'm looking for. Another thing that I look for, gosh, I guess you could just, honestly, you could listen to this video and go out and become a bookseller. But I'll just give it all to you, why not, right? But no, you can only get so much in a video, and I'm just going to give you some tidbits, but I'm giving you enough information just to make you dangerous, that you can get out there, and I'm on a rough road all of a sudden, but give you enough information to make you dangerous to get out there and be able to buy some books and turn around and sell them for a profit. So another thing that I look for when I'm doing books personally, I got away from really getting like acceptable. I really try to not take acceptable books. I want good at the very least, but I'm really shooting for very good books. The less I have to touch a book, the less I have to do with a book is going to just make it better for me. My margins get better the less I have to work on a book. When I can get a book that I can just put a sticker on, send it to FBA, that's the one that I really like, you know. So really, I shoot for very good books is what I really try to do. But again, sometimes when you get a book that falls a little outside your parameters, you know, if it's something that I can sell for $100, I'll buy a book that is acceptable, because I'm not going to leave that money on the table. Now, so those are really the things that I look for when I'm buying books. Make sure they don't smell bad. That's another thing. But, you know, Bob Willie has the Odor Begone that I talk about in one of my videos. But, you know, which does work. It totally works. But I try not to buy books that I know smell bad in the first place. If I find a book as I'm going through the books and listing them and they smell bad, then it's Odor Begone for sure, because it's, you know, see what can happen, and I let the book sit for a little while and see what can happen with it. But again, so I'm looking for books that I can really just buy at a low rank for a low amount of money. Oh, I like to also, I'll give you more information. I like to also find books that I can sell for at least 5 times what I buy. That's really what I go for. But again, with the $15 thing, and as you know, the $1.25 to $2.50 is what my purchase price is for a lot of books. It's even more than that. So at $15 sales price, my books I want to do quite a bit more than 5 times. So you can see where books is that, again, it's that drug dealer money, because you're spending so little, and then you're able to turn it around. Another thing that you can consider with books too is that it doesn't cost a lot to have them stored at Amazon. So that's another thing that makes them very lucrative. They're small, they're easy to ship. And another thing too is that, you know, hopefully you've signed up for the global, I can't remember what it's called, but I made a video about it. Darn it, I was trying to make this video so easy where I won't have to put links and stuff. But it talks about how to sign up for the the global export, I think it's called. But I send books all over the world, and I haven't signed up for anything extra. It's all it is sign your name and it's good to go. But so they're small, they can be sent out, and they can go everywhere, like all over the world. It's crazy where my books are sent. But I don't really concern myself with what the cost is for having them stored. I think that's where I want to end this video. I can't think of a whole lot more, but if you took notes during this, you know, go back and I don't know what they call it anymore. Someone made fun of themselves saying rewind because, you know, nothing's taped anymore. But go back, you know, and take notes, because I just gave you like pretty much my whole game plan of when I'm going out and looking for books. Obviously, there's so much more. You know, like Robert Kiyosaki talks about, he's like, what is intelligence, right? And intelligence is just knowing more detail about a certain subject. And so the more detail that you know about a certain subject, the more intelligent you are on that subject. So I've given you a broad scope of how I look for books, and enough that you can go out there and be dangerous and rock and roll with it. But I mean, scanning, you've got to scan, you got to get out there and do it. And there's a ton more information. This is a great road for vlogging too. There's a ton more information out there that can help you to be more intelligent, to know more niche stuff. This is just a broad stroke. It's like, you know, I mean, but it's a ton of info. Like the info I just gave you, you can get out there and rock and roll with it. But again, there's a huge amount, you know, a lot comes with experience, a lot, there's different areas that you can learn about everything. And the more detail you know about a subject, the more intelligent you are about it. So, you know, get out there, consume more, but do it. Just start doing it. Start trying, and you know, there's a ton of money to be made in books. And like I said in the last video, is that, you know, a lot of people start out in books because, again, the money is so good, and then some people stay and a lot of people get out of it. But I mean, it's there, it's always there for us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tons of value. Please like the video, because, you know, I mean, I just gave you so much good stuff. If you're into books, or if you're thinking about doing books, there you go. There's your there's a little blueprint for you. And yeah, if you like what you saw, thumbs up, positive comments down below. Let me know, are you selling books? Are you not selling books? Have you ever sold books? What do you think about books? You know, I know a lot of people, again, they move out of books. But if you did move out of books, why? You know, let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Please share this video with anyone that you think could find it valuable. Because again, I know that a ton of great info there could really help some people out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and also go to dollarmoves.com, sign up for the email newsletter, and I will contact you anytime I put out any new videos, or if I come across anything that I think that you can wait, see, that's the only mess up. That was really good for this whole video to only mess up that time. But I will contact you anytime I put out any new videos, or if I find something that I think can be of value to you and that can help you out. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.